Hello there, if it's the first time you watch my video, my name is Unicorn. If you have already been subscribed to this channel before, hi, it's been a while. It's actually almost a year. In today's video, I want to talk about my 2021 reading plan, some projects that I want to get my hands on, and the future of this channel. I know, January is almost over, but it's never too late to start, right? Normally, I set my Goodreads reading goal at 50 books a year, but last year I failed miserably. In fact, my whole reading life slipped away from me last year, hence the pause of this channel. But this year I am back. I wouldn't say I'm better than ever, but set my reading goal back to 50 books a year surely will be a good start for me. Within the 50 books, I want to read more from female authors to male authors, which was never actually a challenge for me. And also, I want to keep a 1-to-1 nonfiction to fiction ratio, or like at least close to 1-to-1, because with time going on, I feel like my reading has shifted from I want to read more fiction to escape from the world to more like I want to read more nonfiction to know more about the reality. So I want to have this goal as a guideline for my nonfiction readings, but I also understand there are tons of reality reflected into fiction works, which is an amazing lens for us to look through. So I'm not giving up fiction readings by any means. Plus, I think we all know 2021 will not be an easy year for us, so we still need the escape. And also, I want to read at least 5 poetry collections. I know I used to set my goal as 1 poetry collection per month, but this year I want to keep it real because my relationship with poetry collections has been on and off. Sometimes I'm so passionate and I'm in that moment where I can sync with the poems that I read, but sometimes I just feel like my mind is not as condensed in terms of understanding and expressing the strong emotions the poetry collections have. But I hope I can have at least 5 times of sparks where I can truly immerse myself into the poems, because that's such a fantastic feeling. Following, I want to talk about some reading projects that I have my eyes on, and also there are also great reading events that I want to introduce them to you guys. But as a disclaimer, me talking about the reading events here is by no means that I will read them out. If you add them up, there will be way more than 50 books. I mainly want to use them as a reading inspiration and sometimes the push for me to move forward in my reading life. And also, I think they are informative, and participating in them is a great way for us to expand our reading horizon. The first project I will for sure participate, partially if not all, is called Invisible Cities. It's hosted by Yamini, Stephanie, Agnes, Natalie, Nicole, Michael, and Will. I'll leave all the information down below. They are amazing booktubers and book bloggers. You'll definitely need to check them out. This is an event where they encourage us to read more translated fiction from all over the world. So each month we have 3 countries to choose from. What I love the most about this event is they actually host an amazing Discord community, which I will have the link down below. In that community, people can share their recommendations, reading experiences about the country that we're reading, and also some movies, food, and also other culture aspects of those countries of choice. I love how many resources and book recommendations they have for each country, because if sometimes you're researching by yourself, it's hard to see some of the books that they mentioned. I don't know, it's a lot of effort for one people to do the research. So that's where we benefit from being in a reading community. I think this is a great opportunity for me to read more from the country that I'm not familiar with, discover new authors, and also seeing the world from different cultures' perspectives. As of the countries of choice, in January, we have Japan, Morocco, and Argentina. In February, we have China, Egypt, and Colombia. In March, we have Iraq, Libya, and Mexico. I'll have more upcoming videos about this event and also the books that I choose and I read. I also signed up to be one of the judges for this year's BookTube Prize, which will be the 3rd year of the BookTube Prize, but my 2nd year of judging for it. In fact, the readings I've done for BookTube Prize last year is pretty much all the reading I've done last year. They have two major genres, nonfiction and fiction, which adds more diversities to the fiction-only first year. I feel like participating on a judge panel of a book prize can train my critical thinking, make me more clear of what I like in the book and also what I value more. And also I want to take this opportunity to hone my book reviewing skills, maybe also write some reviews for those books because I want to be more articulate when expressing my idea and thoughts about books I read. The third project will be a personal one that I want to start is to rate some of my booktuber friends' favorite books in 2020 because I really didn't read that much last year. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of amazing books. And also we're still in January, although it's gonna pass in a few days, but I'm watching a lot of people talking about their favorite books of 2020 makes me think maybe it's a great idea to rate some of their favorite books because they're my friends and we have similar taste, I believe. And besides all the events and projects that I mentioned earlier, there are so many things that we can look forward to. There are a lot of different literature prizes that is coming to us, my favorite being the Women's Prize for Fiction, and also I want to keep myself updated on this year's International Man Booker Prize. And in our community, there are so many different kind of readathons, and Victober, Nonfiction November. Now I'm back on BookTube. I'm again pumped for those events. And now let's talk about the future of this channel. During my year of absence, I received so many messages where you guys loved my video and wanted to see the channel continue and cared about me. I want to take this chance to say thank you very much. I'm well, I'm healthy, I am back, and please forgive me if I haven't replied to your message yet. I will work on that. I also noticed a lot of you guys came to my channel because of my Chinese literature series, which I'm so happy about because I love and proud of my culture and I want to introduce them to all the people in the world. Plus, I love that I can help more people discover more Chinese books. But introducing Chinese literature was not the sole reason why I'm here on BookTube. I'm here on BookTube because I want to talk and learn more about the things that I care about. I love literary fiction, historical fiction, crime novels, and all sorts of non-fiction. Some of the books are in Chinese and some are not. So in the future, I want to talk about the Chinese books as I go, as I read them, but maybe not as frequent as before because I still need time to read them, and also the Chinese literature themed video will be less. But if I got a topic I have a lot to say, I'll just make a video about it. I guess all I want to say is videos about Chinese books will still coming from my channel, but they'll be more casual, and I'll just focus on the things that I'm reading at the moment. A lot of people asked me about recommendations for Chinese books in different genres, which I actually made a video about it before. I'll link it down below. And a lot of people asked me about recommendations and suggestions on learning Chinese as a language, which I'm not an expertise at all because I kind of know the language by default. So the most I can do is put up some resources, which again, I'll link down below. For you guys, none of the resources will come from me because I wasn't learning Chinese, but they were from the polyglots or the language learners that I really trust. Besides all of that, I feel like the channel will pretty much stay the same as before, just I need to update it more frequently, which will be a result of me reading more. And yeah, that's pretty much all the things I want to say in this video. I just want to say hello to you guys again and thank you for waiting. And please let me know in a comment if you just want to say hi or like what books you liked the most in 2020 because I do need some recommendations. I hope you're happy reading, stay healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!